Hey there guys, and welcome back. I had a phone call interrupt what was to be this last lap of the race, and yeah, I basically just checked to make sure that the recording was paused, and I realised it hadn't recorded anything. So we're going to go through this then. Valdez not having a great race. His car's a little banged up. In fact, it looks like he's just about to retire, which is an absolute shame because he was running quite well. So let's back him off in case. It looks like the brakes are maybe the worst for Cruz. We did sort of take care of him. We've just pushed him up a bit. Tyres are already starting to fall off despite being kept rather close, or rather sort of cold throughout most of this race. But this is actually the last lap. There is first place ahead of us, Cavalcanti. You can see we're 2 seconds behind. She's pushing more than we are, but she has got an engine failure. So I'm kind of hoping that Cruz might be able to get something along this last section, just catch up enough. But it looks like Cavalcanti is moving ahead of us there. So that'll wrap up a second place for Cruz. Valdez, even with a zero engine, seems to be nursing that car around a little bit. I don't know how that's possible. Oh, he's up into 19th. He surpassed Floriti, and somehow he finishes on an engine of zero. Valdez coasts through and does not come last. Oh, you missed a great race, guys. You did miss a great race. We couldn't catch Cavalcanti. She was far ahead of us. The practice went really, really well. You can see there, though, at 2-stop. Where's our seconds? Oh my god, it's not doing this again. Why is there a glitch in the game? I actually pit with 4 laps left with Valdez and 3 laps left with Cruz. And Cavalcanti, that's how I knew I wasn't going to catch Cavalcanti. But we kind of undercut Marquetta, who came out again on medium tyres, allowing us to leapfrog from 5th, I think. Pass Gatto in the pits itself, just eke out ahead and catch Marchetta on the last but 1 lap. So that seems a little buggy, but okay. It definitely says we did our 2 stops, and we did our 2 stops. So, and I changed tyres both times. I'm not sure. You saw how good the tyres were at the end of that race, guys. We changed tyres. I mean, I don't know. No risk of rule breaking anyway to go and ruin our day. So 18th for Valdez. It looks there like El Sadat dropped a couple of places. So an extra couple of points than I thought we'd get out of Valdez on a 0% engine. Cavalcanti there with 22 points. Cruz up there with 19. That gives us another podium, which is absolutely fantastic. Marchetta there, good run for him up into 3rd. Cavalcanti did her bit in a very nice car. That sort of puts us in decent position. And right now, tied for first place in the championships is Cruz and John Sadir. A couple ahead of Mori and Kranz, both drivers we almost picked up. Then down to Sevilla. But that's pretty decent. That's a good place to finish. We will drop down the order though. Ugh. Ow. Yeah, not the best. Valdez letting us down a little bit there. We were close. Beautiful ring to it. They look strong. So much better. So yeah. So chuffed for them practice heroes. Yeah, we came in. We didn't actually do too badly. I think it was 3rd and 8th, but we were the only team running on softs because we went out on inters to begin with just to bank a little bit of knowledge on the setup, which we didn't change. Then we went out on softs for a lap because the rain had tailed off. And we got through a lap and basically set 2 of the fastest laps in the entire practice session. and then on to Inters for another set where we adjusted things, and finally out for a lap right at the end on wets where we just perfected our strategy. So we had, I believe it was good, excellent, great for Valdez, and we tried to push that good up towards where we thought great would be for the race. Obviously didn't work out too well for him due to part failure. And I think it ended up excellent, great, excellent, I believe. So the only thing we weren't excellent with in Cruz was, sort of covered by Valdez. So decent setups, good practices. We were a little bit cheeky getting up the order due to running on better tyres than other people in the one place that we could. So fairly happy with that. You can see Cruz doing quite decent again. So nice to see him there. Valdez, though, I definitely think, even with a better car, I'm not sure he can really perform the same level as Cruz. Consistency, focus, they do leave him sort of out in the cold a little bit. Feedback, I'd like higher. His tyre wear is much worse as well. I mean, I just really do prefer Cruz as a driver. So I've made my mind up, and we're going to get rid of Valdez at the start of next season. Drop him for somebody else. Look at that. $1 million for next year's car. And we get money for the sponsorship. So we can throw that money in there. Beautiful. Into the bank. Up to $7 million. And you see there, Cruz leading the Drivers' Championship. Valdez down in 15th. We need to improve. We need to get back into the top two and really start competing towards the end of the season for the team championship. So he's not going to be happy with where we are. We do seem to be in pretty decent place though, happiness-wise. We are secure right now. Sadly, that means Cruz is going to start on the back of the grid, which is not the best. So yeah, so you can see there we got third in the qualifying or practice. Car took a bit of a smash, and yeah, nice. Everything pretty good. So let's repair the car and go look at this sponsor. So we don't have that anymore. We don't have PlaySport. We do have first place. We do have fourth place. But that 7th place was nice. So let's see if we can get something in there later on. Up front. Okay, that's not a bad one, but we're not going to take that money right now. I want to see what else comes up. But the car repairs are finished. So let's see what else we can do then. So that engine reliability needs to be higher. I know that, because anything under 70 does scare me, and that suspension as well. So 4 days after the race, but they should be in raceable condition. Then we don't need to worry about Cruz. We only need to worry about Valdez. So what are we going to design? I think we said it was going to be a new suspension. Oh, that is so nice. That is so nice, but we're not going to do the risk level just yet. Maximum speed corners. Red zone down. Ooh. For that risk level. So that might be a part we could take through with high risk into next season. I like that, but I'm not willing to risk it because the parts get banned. We've seen that last season. So yeah, let's just get ourselves a decent little suspension. That'll put us in good position with Cruz. Well, we're at it, of course. Oh, look at that, 70 and 70. So we get rid of that suspension, just work on the engine. because when the new suspension comes in, we're going to have to throw time at that. Sponsors, let's see then. 6.5 million. 6.5 million is a fantastic amount of money. I'm fairly happy with that kind of money, to be fair. So it's a good thing we didn't take this. But 6.5, so we'd need to make 6 million off 15 races, which would be exactly the same. So the payments are exactly the same over those 15 races, but this is a little bit less. This is 4 races less, so we're actually getting a lot more money for Sep Oil, who I believe are our oil sponsors, our fuel sponsors this season. So it's in the car, let's put it on the car. 6.5 million for Sep Oil. And that's what I'm talking about. Look at that money. Look at that money. You know what we're going to do, guys. You know what we're going to do. Boom. We're doing it. It's done. Get used to it. 8 million. Factory level 2. That's what the sponsors are all about. That's why we need to take advantage. Why Valdez is still here. Home race for Japan. 10th or above 400,000. Ooh. 300,000 for Deutsche Air. So yeah, I think we take the 800,000 up front and the 400 per race there, because we're not going to get too much of a better deal. It's only 4 races. And yeah. Ugh. Interesting. Interesting. So 400,000 awarded to date with Cupcake. And 1.8 with Condor. We've been going with those. 800,000 for that. And you see we've got a decent set of money from our fixed sponsors. So that puts us back up to 5.6 million. Even though we just dumped all our cash into making sure that our facilities are starting to get better. So suspension build has been finished. That is outstanding. Improved parts. Suspension, need you to work on that. Get rid of that engine there. So if we can get this over about 65, I'll be willing to put this part on our car. If not, we're just going to bump up both the performance and reliability on it and give it to Cruise for the very next race. But yeah, at the moment, I think that's pretty decent. So yeah, let's see what happens here then. So it's the WMC at the Black Sea. And it's a different winner. Sharp down in 5th. She still holds on to a championship lead. But Surikov makes up some progress there. Vexler gets caught really for 2nd place. Interesting. Looks like Sharp is still the person to beat. That's not what I was looking for. So parts, 59%. 59%. That's what we like to see. Can we get that over 70 by the time we get through here? We'll be heading to Portugal. 67%. Oh, that's going to work out just fine, isn't it? That's going to work out just fine. Chariot in 1 and 2. De Graaf there loses his lead in the championship. Interesting indeed. I wonder where he's going to end up. So let's see. It's time to travel to Tondela. We look at the car, we look at the parts, and 81% for the new suspension. It's not a huge upgrade, to be fair, but it's good enough. So 128 to 147. Not only that, but now Valdez improves by 18 points and a lot more reliability. So 81.70 there for reliability. 80.80, 61.91, 80.80, 63.83, 71.72. So the 72 brakes the 71 brakes are the worst reliability that Cruise has got. And that should be enough to see him through a race, bar any sort of issues. So now I feel really comfortable with Cruise, and I think we might be able to win races, or at least finish in that top 2 again. So I don't know whether to risk that first place. I mean, that's still a huge chunk of money. So including the bonuses, why would we be down there for? I don't know. Because we're giving up a lot of race bonuses and everything else. So, okay. So for the sake of 250,000, I think we're not gonna risk it. We're gonna leave Cupcake run out. We're gonna go once again with Condor. We've got the cars set up the way that I think will be pretty good. And Valdez is not going to be happy, but Cruz is, and he is our main driver. So, acceleration is crucial. Low speed corners we can't improve. Top speed would be useful. So, we're going to see how this one works out then. It looks like the race is going to be clear and practice. High tyre wear. Medium fuel burn, 19 laps. This is something we can't really push too much. Let's find out what we're going to do in the next video. I do hope you've enjoyed though, guys. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Chris Orme. The game is Motorsport Manager. Hit that like button if you have enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any new content that goes live. And follow me on Twitter for the latest news, views, comments. You know, good way to get in contact with me, and also giveaways go live on there. So at Chris Orme on Twitter. And apart from that, guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. Give me your feedback in the comment section below. Have your say, as always. And I'll see you guys back here next time as we head to Portugal and try and continue our good run of form. Till then though, guys, take care of yourselves.